Hello, so it's Stacey here from Be the Red Carpet. Last week I went to interview Kendall aka Crabstickz from YouTube. This interview was filmed as a part of our YouTube issue of the magazine which is out today. I'll put the link to the magazine in the description below, and while you're here please do remember to subscribe to our channel. Right, well that's it from me, and here's the interview. When and why did you start making videos for YouTube?
I guess I just started out of boredom, I think, mainly. I think there was no real reason, because YouTube back then was a bit older, not many people had a lot of following and it wasn't that famous yet. So I think it was just out of boredom and having a camera, I guess, and thinking, well, what can I do with this? And so there wasn't any kind of inspirational kind of reason to start. I kind of just did.
How has YouTube changed your life?
Even though I just started YouTube out of boredom, I think deep down I still wanted to be on TV and do comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was doing drama at the time and stuff. So it's changed my life because it's actually opened that door quicker, I think, than if I'd gone the other way.
Yeah.
Because hopefully this year I want to go to Edinburgh Comedy Festival and put on a show and stuff, and I don't think I'd be at that point now if I'd not done YouTube. YouTube's kind of just sped up it's helped me find out what I want to do.
You nearly accidentally quit YouTube for the day.
Yeah.
Everyone was shocked.
And caused a massive fuss. I also trended worldwide.
Yeah.
So that was kind of that was a little bit of a mistake because I wasn't intended to quit. What I was trying to do is make a statement about quitting some of the things that YouTube does now, because it has turned into a bit more of an X Factor type of popularity test thing, and that can be really bad creatively, because if it turns into that, then you start doing stuff, so you start making videos that are a bit more like that, and I wanted to just hold on to what I want to do with my videos as opposed to kind of changing it for other people.
Yeah.
And so the idea was I was saying quitting YouTube in a kind of snarky way, kind of saying, all right, I'm no more YouTube, I'm just going to make videos. But it got kind of twisted a bit.
I've seen so many crazy posts of people being like, oh, I'm going to throw myself off a bridge.
And that's why I needed to make a video kind of explaining really quickly, because there were a lot of overreactions, I think.
Yeah.
But that's been a good thing to see as well, to be reminded that there are a lot of people who are very, supportive and stuff. And not to kind of, I can't just be flippant with all that and say I'm quitting now, bye, and then people are invested in my life and stuff. So I think YouTube, no matter, even if the site gets bigger or even if it goes away, I think I'm always going to have this connection with those guys and keep reminding them what I'm doing, I guess. Yeah. Until they go. Yeah. They should be the ones that leave me first. I can't just say I'm busy now.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna leave.
Well, that's the thing is
by the looks of the craziness.
Yeah, well, it's just intense passion, I think.
You nearly quit, but if you wake up tomorrow and YouTube was gone and there wasn't even no YouTube to quit, what would you do then?
Oh, do you mean if the site went down and disappeared? Yeah, well, I'd hope that another site would appear or something would come up. But I know what you mean. At this point in kind of my career, I'm making sure that I do have stuff, I suppose, just in case, other ways of being creative. I think all YouTubers do that naturally, but I think there is a danger that, even though because it's kind of worrying to put all your eggs into YouTube, because YouTube is just a company somewhere. I mean, companies disappear all the time, don't they? This climate, you don't know if it's just going to disappear, or even if it just gets unpopular for some reason, and another site comes that's better. It's like MySpace was the best thing in the world, and then Facebook just completely obliterated it for no real reason. I think YouTube shows you what you want to do in your life, and I really want to do comedy, so hopefully if YouTube went, I've still got different things I could do. Yeah. But it would be a massive thing to lose.
What are your plans for the future? Are you going to do more TV and stuff too?
Well, if it comes along and people ask me, definitely. I'm trying to write shows and try and get pilots made, and hopefully going to Edinburgh to do a comedy show. So this year is going to be a bit crazy, I think. Yeah. And it's trying to keep YouTube going as well, trying to keep everything going. So it's all just spinning lots of plates. But the plan is just to keep doing as much comedy in lots of different mediums as well, not just YouTube. But
So have you met friends for YouTube?
Tons. I would say I've met more friends now off YouTube than in all of life.
Yeah.
Like, and the great thing about meeting a friend off YouTube is you've got actually something in common. You know, what, like you meet friends in high school, but you're kind of just friends because they're in your class and stuff. Like you're just thrown together, so you're friends. With YouTube, it's like a lot more. There's more in common, like creatively.
Yeah.
And you end up going off to do stuff and make stuff. So yeah, I'm always a bit creeped out by how many friends I do have now because I didn't make a lot of friends in high school. Now, like London's so big, but I keep bumping into people I know, and that kind of feeling is incredible. To know that I've got like a few hundred people that live in this city that I actually know is a bit crazy, but really good.
Do you get recognised along the street?
Quite a bit, freakily as well. Kind of, it's weird how many times I do get recognised because I'm not actually on TV or anything. I'm not actually doing anything that big. So to get recognised is kind of weird. And I get like the weirdest thing that happens is I think a lot of the people who do recognise me are kind of quite young, shy people sometimes. So they won't actually say hello. They'll go home and tell me that they saw me on Twitter. Yeah. So sometimes if I go around Central or just have coffee and stuff, I'll get home to like a few messages of I saw you, and I always just say back, just you can come up to it. I'm not weird, but well, I am weird, but I'm not going to be weird. Yeah. So yeah, it's weird. I think if you're a celebrity off the TV, people kind of just recognise you and they just go like, oh, he's on the TV. Yeah. Whereas I think because this is like an underground cult, secret YouTube club type thing, I think people are a bit more freaked out when they see me in real life. Because I have more of a connection with them and they know me so much better than you know TV presenters or something. Yeah. So that's so weird. It's cool. Yeah. But I would say that I do get recognised pretty much every time I go around London.
Really?
At one point somewhere, which is cool. Yeah. And I always get recognised if I go to Forbidden Planet, you know, the comic book shop. Yeah. Because I think obviously a lot of my fans come from the same area of comics and movies and, you know, sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. So I get recognised in there quite a bit.
Yeah. So that's people cool. Like when you get recognised, you get other people like staring. Like,
of course, yeah. There was one time I went to a Starbucks and a girl came in and she started crying in front of me and being all freaked out and like ringing her friend. And everyone else in Starbucks was like, "What?" But you know, that's cool though. I like it when that happens. I like it when it freaks everyone else out because then you can start being all arrogant and be like, "Yeah, famous."
Yeah, no, it is cool.
It's a nice feeling, but you've got to make sure you don't go too crazy.
But like, what did you think when the girl started crying? Like,
well, I was a bit worried because obviously I have no idea why, because I don't have everybody's reaction. I don't see how they react to my videos. I just see a number. So for people to kind of be like upset to see me, I'm always a bit like, why are you like that? Yeah. Because I don't know that people are like that. So but I mean that's only just one case, and I mean I've got quite a young audience, and I think they take things a bit closer to heart, don't they, when things happen. But I think, they're just very sensitive.
What do you think of like fandoms and people shipping you with other YouTubers?
And it's cool. I think the worrying thing is it's kind of 100% not real a lot of the time. So like they'll ship two characters together that are just friends, and they'll make wild, crazy stories. So it's cool. I've never really understood fully what they get from it. But it's part of it, and it happens all over, you know, even for like Star Trek and stuff, and so it's funny being involved in it. But I've actually never really read any of it because it's always a bit like it doesn't feel like it even involves me because none of it's true. So it's funny, but well, it's just a weird. I don't know why it seems to be a very girl heavy thing for that to happen. I don't think guys tend to fandom. Guys tend to just do stuff where they would rather say stuff like who would win in a fight, Wolverine or Batman. Yeah. But the girl people tend to just want to have them kissing. So it's just very different worlds. So to have it happen to just a person is interesting.
What advice would you give to new people to YouTube that want to make videos?
Definitely to not get too taken away by kind of how big it is now and how much you can do or like how many fans you could get, and just focus on making the videos as good as possible. There's a lot of people who ask me like, I made really good videos but nobody watched and stuff, and the thing is I've always found if you make really good videos people will eventually find you, and at first it starts so slowly. So I think a lot of people come on the site and kind of they want 1,000 subscribers in the first week, and I mean that can happen, but it's like that snowball effect where it's going to be like maybe you might get 1 this month and then 2 next month and that kind of stuff, but then it kind of goes crazy, and the way you get that going is just by making sure your videos are really good. Yeah. So that you don't. I would say to don't worry about subscribers or comments on likes and stuff just to make your stuff perfect, or well, not perfect, but like exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Because then, of course, if you're making stuff that you don't really like, and then you get popular, then you've just got to keep doing that. So it's very important to kind of just focus on your material, and it will be found by somebody. And it only takes one person. So not to make videos where you're trying to attract thousands of people because you're showing off or you've said something over the top, even if it's quitting YouTube or something.
Yeah.
It's important to kind of just make fun stuff. And people my second piece of advice is always like just to have fun. Because people love watching other people have fun. So if it looks like they're not enjoying it or they're not that interested or they're faking it, I think people can sense that and they don't really enjoy it. Whereas videos where people are just prattling around are just super.
Yeah.
So just to have fun and not focus on the end result, I guess.
Yeah.
And that will come naturally.
I do see some on YouTube and you can tell like they like try and force it, to like.
Yeah,
like a certain way. And
yeah, I suppose because YouTube's so big now, I think there's a lot of people that are just having a go, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people didn't even know it existed back in 2005, so it's kind of it's weird. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who just are just trying to copy other people and try and get a thing going, and it probably won't. But that's the yeah. So as long as you enjoy doing it, it'll always be good.
Is there anyone on YouTube that you watch that you would like to meet, like as a fan?
Yeah, there's a really good American comedian, vlogger, film director type person called Owen Rogers.
Yeah.
And he's really good because he's just very he's using YouTube as a real good platform for his stuff. So even though one of his videos will be a vlog and it'll be just a funny story that's happened, his next video might be a full-on sci-fi, black and white, big budget epic thing, and then it'll do a vlog again. So it's a kind of a really fresh way of doing it. So you don't know what you're going to get, and it's really good. So yeah, Owen Rogers is good, and he's American, so I'd have to go over there to see him.
You're going to be going to any events, like some in the city or anything?
Hopefully, I kind of, because I live in London, I try to go to every single gathering that happens, just because it's just so fun. This year, I want to go to some in the city this year, but I don't know if it might get in the way of, because I think Edinburgh Comedy Festival is at the same time. So I don't know what the dates are yet. So I don't know if I'll be there for like 1 day and then have to go, or all 3 days. So depends really. It's so far away in the future. But yeah, most of the time I'll try to go to any of the gatherings throughout the year that happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm here now, so I've got no excuse. Bye. Thanks for listening to my craziness.